Wolfman, I don't know what it is. Why are wolf movies so cursed to not be that exciting? I don't know. But thankfully, at least one of the werewolf movies that I've watched recently was pretty fun. And that was The Cursed. I think I recently uploaded that a couple months ago. I definitely recommend you watch The Cursed. It is a very unique take on werewolves. It's a very unique story. I really, really, really recommend you go watch that. This one is, I get it. I get the idea, a modernized take on a classic horror monster. Like the previous one was The Invisible Man. It's a pretty good film. Pretty good film. This one is, it's not as good. I get the idea. I do. I get the idea. The whole film is something of a transformation scene. The whole thing. It's not a just sudden transformation. He just turns into a werewolf at the side of the full moon. I get it. This is a unique take. It is. It is a unique take of the movie, but it doesn't feel like the Wolfman that we know and love. But that's because we have to open our eyes and realize this is just a different take. This is not our werewolf movie. This is Lee Winnell's werewolf movie. Lee Winnell, the Insidious guy, he plays Specs. And he was also in Saw, the first one. He was the other guy tied up with Dr. Gordon. And he's got some good stuff. He's got some good ideas. He's got a lot of great ideas. And I would like to see more of his ideas explored in other future films. I would like to see them. And with Blumhouse, you can give a lower budget, but have him be creative with the ideas. More practical effects. I'm all for practical effects. I'm all for those types of ideas. But I personally did not love The Wolfman. I personally did not love it. I would watch it. I can watch it. I'd watch it again, even. But there are other werewolf films that I like more. In fact, if I were to tell you to watch any werewolf movie, it would probably be The Cursed, the one that I recently reviewed, and it would also be the 2010 Wolfman with Benicio. I think his name is Benicio del Toro. I think that's his name. I could be wrong there. And it also has Mr. Odin the Thor movies. His name is Odin. Anthony Hopkins. That's it. Sir Anthony Hopkins. I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible with names. But that movie was fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot. That is basically just a remake of the original werewolf story with a few twists and a few changes. But it's generally the intact story that you remember from the 40s, or was it the 50s, or whenever they filmed the original Wolfman. Which is still a good movie. I would definitely recommend you watch that. I definitely recommend that you watch the sequels. House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Dracula meets Frankenstein. Those are all technically Wolfman sequels hidden in plain sight. Because while the Wolfman himself never really got a sequel, all of those crossover movies are Wolfman films with those monsters as the enemies. But the hero was Talbot, played by I can't remember his name. Lon Chaney Jr. That's it. Lon Chaney Jr. Anyways, this story is about a family who goes into the cabin in the woods, as you do, in the middle of nowhere, as it is, far from civilization, as it is, with no cell reception, as it obviously is. Because even in the modern days of the 2020s and 2025, you could still find plenty of places, even in the urban landscape reality of the great American countryside, and find plenty of places where your cell phone will not get reception. Because obviously, it's building a cell tower out there is just too much. It's just too much to do that. So, but that's just. Yeah, and he runs into the main dude, the father of the family. It's a father, a daughter, and a wife. These three, they get into a run-in with the beastie Bigfoot man, and the Bigfoot creature scratches the father. And over the course of the film, the father slowly changes. And I like the symbolism here. I do like the symbolism about a father afraid of becoming like his father. Because we get to see a scene, a flashback. Well, it's not necessarily a flashback, but the prequel, not a prequel, prologue. That's the word I'm looking for. The prologue scene is when the father is a young boy with his father, and we get to see how his father was more of a strict father, big strict man. I didn't think the father was doing anything wrong. It's just the boy was out in the middle. They were out in the middle of nowhere. There are wild bears running about. The boy can't go off running on his own. Of course the father would get worried and upset that the boy ran off on his own. What if a bear mauled you to death? So of course I understood the father's perspective, and I didn't think that was a wrong thing at all, but that's the idea. That was the symbolism that they were going for, and that they wanted to tell you, to show you that the father was worried about becoming like his father, and now he's actually been bitten by his father, and now he's becoming cursed to be a big beastie creature thingy like his father. And that's basically it. There's no real resolution to the story. It's just the father dies. That's it. The mother and the daughter walk off into the sunset. That's it. Or the sunrise, as it were. And that's it. That's the end of the movie. Just kind of just ends. It's nowhere near Invisible Man. Invisible Man was a very good story. A very suffocating story about a stalker, invisible ex that is chasing this poor tortured girl, and she really acted her butt off. She was fantastic in the movie. This one, while I don't want to fault any of the actors, they were all fine. Everybody in it was fine. They were very well. They portrayed their roles very well. I don't know. It's just not as good as The Invisible Man to me. It's just not as good. Definitely watch Cursed, though. It's a fantastic movie.